But let's talk about Facebook. We've now heard from Sheryl Sandberg, the COO. We've heard from Jay Powell, the chair of the Fed, saying they're talking, the regulators are talking with Facebook. What kind of oversight do you want?
Well, first of all, I start with this, that Facebook is too big and too powerful. I don't know that people would have said that 2 or 3 or 5 years ago, but the public increasingly believes they're too big and too powerful, particularly to engage in a risky cryptocurrency, running a cryptocurrency system out of a Swiss bank. Is a big concern to people. So we want to, first of all, know more. Second, we want some rules around this. We know what happened to our banking system 10 years ago, and there's this collective amnesia in Washington about what Wall Street did. And we also know that the Trump regulators, the White House looks like a retreat for Wall Street executives. We know that Trump regulators are never as aggressive, aimed at big companies, whether they're Wall Street banks or whether they're Silicon Valley, as they should be. So we want to shine light on this, first of all, and then figure out what Facebook's trying to do, and then begin to move with the regulators to protect protect the financial system and to protect the economy, especially in the attacks on privacy that we know Facebook is so well known for.
Has Facebook been up visiting you yet? We've heard that they've been talking, I guess, to the Fed. That's what Chairman Powell said yesterday. Sheryl Sandberg said they're talking to some people. Are they up on Capitol Hill? Have you had a chance to ask any of the questions?
They have lots of lobbyists, lots of people. They're a very powerful organization by any stretch in the economic marketplace, in the political marketplace. Far too much power with the White House. They've got to kind of get in line with Wall Street and others, and the tobacco companies and gun lobby at the White House. But it's a concern, and I think the public already has such skepticism about Facebook when it comes to protecting their privacy, because Facebook has shown interest in one thing. That's two things: being a bigger player in the market and making more money. Maybe three things, and being powerful in the political system too. But we've got to make sure that people's privacy first and foremost is protected, and there's not much move in Congress to do that yet.
So, Senator, as you say, there's a lot of questions to ask, a lot of information to be garnered. But initially, do you have any thoughts about who or what is the best regulatory scheme for this? Because sometimes in Washington, as you know, I've seen you can have multiple agencies, and you'd think you get more regulation than that. Sometimes companies can slip in between the cracks. Is this a banking issue for the Fed? Is this a securities issue for the SEC? Is it a competition issue for the FTC? Who do you think should have primary lead on the regulation oversight here?
I don't know yet, because I don't know enough about what they're trying to do to run their cryptocurrency operation out of the Swiss bank account. But I do know that there is I'm skeptical of the regulators, because we've seen regulators already the Trump regulators already at the OCC and the Fed and the FDIC and the SEC. They've already moved towards weakening rules to keep banks honest, particularly the big Wall Street banks. So we've got to tread a careful path here. We want to, first of all, I think the role of the media is really important here, because all of you, to comfort the afflicted and afflict the comfortable, all of you shine a light on what Facebook is up to. Most of the American public doesn't know what running a cryptocurrency operation out of a Swiss bank account means to Americans, or means to a financial system, or means to your use of credit card or cash in an American store. We need to know so much more. So the role of the media, it's one of the reasons these hearings that Senator Crapo and I are calling on Facebook to appear at in July are so important, so the public really does learn what this is all about, and what threat that this company that never seems to be big enough, never seems to be powerful enough, never seems to be rich enough, is up to.